Hey, welcome to the cave. We're currently sitting at 46 subscribers. We are awfully close to 50. Just need 4 more, and we are at our goal. I even went to the dollar store to see if I could find one of those like party streamer things, the little thing that like unfurls when you blow through it. They don't have any. So, might not have that for when we hit 50. From the looks of it, there is the new map expansion, the Skyline Valley. This is my first time seeing it, so let's see what it's like. I did start playing a little bit of No Man's Sky. It looks like 90% of my trade route is defunct now, so I gotta find new chlorine trade routes. It's not going well. I played like 2 hours. I found one that I could buy it from. Ooh wee. Gotta listen to a broadcast that I can't hear. Let's see. Let's go into settings real quick, like.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Authentication Code Barracuda. Emergency classification.
Barracuda.
Blast door integrity compromised. Any available Vault Tech personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-21. This signal will repeat.
Is that it? Okay. Go into my phone here and launch that. There we go. Alakazam. I guess. Could have just activated my camp there, but what's the fun in that? I'm kind of curious how big this map is and if it's actually connected to the rest of it.
Would you look at that? I never thought I'd see one of these in the ground like this. Man, this day is full of surprises. First this darn vault door lands here, now you've come to collect it. Well, going by the number, I'd say this is from Vault 63. My buddy told me that it's located in the ash heap. I can mark it on your map. If you do make your way down there, stay safe. I heard it's overrun with mole miners. And the ash heap itself is barely breathable without a mask. And one wrong step might charcoal roast your foot. That aside, there's been a crazy storm brewing down that way. Doubt it's related, but I think I'll steer clear myself all the same. You bet. Safe travel, stranger. Paige is gonna want to hear this.
That's a thick door. Well, might as well take advantage of the area. I should have just activated it originally. hell of a time to get started. Screw it. See how much he wants for those stim packs. I don't know if you can travel back and forth or not. I'd rather have too many stim packs than not enough. Granted, I've given away most of mine. Oh, thank you. Am I gonna need it? Probably not. I didn't save a lot of money by fast traveling there first. Expected more. Oh, I've been to that vault. Oh my goodness. Nice. Spark here. stuck. There we go.
Someone there? I picked up a pretty big surge of activity on our sensors, but it went quiet all of a sudden. Well, obviously, that whole tunnel is infested with the Lost. The question is, what are you doing in there with them? Wait,
Oh, I don't know.
are you telling me that you managed to wipe out all of the Lost yourself? I have so many questions. How? With what? And actually... No, focus, Hilda. I could use someone with a lethal skill set. Hey, would you be up for a little hike? Yes, but this is hardly the time to talk. All will be explained if you follow my directions. Very astute, but it's complicated. You're at the entrance to the vault, but that's just the tip of the iceberg, so to speak. You'll see. Just need to meet up first. Perfect. The entrance area you're in now was once a high-speed rail system for transporting supplies to the rest of the vault. But as you can see, it's completely caved in. You'll have to walk to another entrance closer to the vault's atrium. It's just a quick trip over the hills to the south. Look for the entrance to the Shenandoah National Park. If you need a landmark, just keep walking toward that teeny tiny, giant, menacing storm in the sky. You'll find the entrance underneath the Manor in the dead center of the park. And storm. Can't miss it! Good luck!
Well, what was the point of coming in here? Going to now? Oh. That must be the map expansion. There's usually nothing down here. Okay. Not as big as I was expecting. I need more 50 cal. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's an expansion, not like the Pit DLC where it's a completely different zone.
filled with the fill of the bourgeoisie. It must be cleansed.
Have no lead.
The Alma. This camp contains several elements identified as righteous alien materials. Filing report.
Got all that boiled water on me. Checking out the new map expansion. Maybe there's more buses. What are the chances? It was 38 caps to go here. That's only 26. Was it worth it? Probably not. So when are they gonna open up the other side of the river? This whole area. And like half of that, you can't even do anything in. I did hear about giant turkeys. I'll have to keep an eye out for those. Is that a bus? very close. Oh, and then some of these camps just already here.
Go away!
Oh, I tried to murder you earlier.
Go away! Get away! Oh, you aren't one of them. You scared me. I'm Craig from Foundation. And I think I'm the only one left. We saw the nasty weather kicking up down here and thought it'd be worth checking out. See if anyone needed help. Didn't make it far down the road before we got jumped by something. I panicked and ran. They looked kind of like ghouls, but glowed, charred all over, and sparking like a broken wire. They were yelling all kinds of nonsense. Came at us out of nowhere and just started shooting and swinging. You're serious? Did you hear what I just told you? Well, better you than me, I suppose. Actually, if you're going out there anyway, would you mind doing me a favor? As you head down Skyline Drive, could you check if there are any signs of what happened to my friends? A trail, a body, personal effects, anything I could use to find them or
Hello.
report back at Foundation.
It's the first time I've ever gotten
maybe
that big of a
Not asking you to do much, just to drop
bar
a threat
on the
nearby.
chat. That's cool.
I can investigate them once the storm calms down a bit.
Hanging out. Just got into the... Yeah, I was. First time I've ever seen that. How's it going?
Thank you so much. Anyway, just take the flares.
Why, hello.
If you happen upon anything or...
I'd have to say that's the most people I've ever had
just drop one.
in the chat, ever.
And if you come back after, I'll make it worth your while. And
I
watch
know,
out for those
in the
things.
Skyline Valley.
They look like ghouls, but they're not.
I appreciate
And they're
y'all
not friendly.
jumping in. Ah, thank you.
What am I gonna do if those things come back?
My current goal right now is 50. We were at 46. We're getting real close. It's pretty exciting. Hey. So far, I've enjoyed it. I've only been in this for about 20 minutes. You gotta have the mustache. Yeah, I didn't notice that the new map expansion was happening just yet. I saw some chatters on the old YouTube about it. Rocking the Yeah, appreciate you coming in. Got my two-shot grenade launcher with me, and my two-shot rocket launcher. Yeah, I've never had more than 4 watch it at the same time. 16 is pretty wild. I am a fan of the grenade launcher, especially if you spam right and left trigger. It fires considerably faster than it should. Same deal with the rocket launcher. If you spam the triggers, you can get it to fire twice. Ooh. Uh-oh. Looks like I froze. It is. It's pretty exciting. Well, that's cool. I've always wished they would do a Montana expansion, because I feel like they could use like Havard, Montana, the big old coal or the gold mine and stuff like that would fit pretty well in the universe, I think. Yeah. I appreciate y'all coming in. I do a little bit of looting. Even got the, oh. Yeah, I appreciate y'all, especially sending people my way. So far, it's been pretty exciting here in the cave. Yeah. This is one of my earlier subscribers that I've had. That is a terrifying dodo bird. I think that's the giant turkeys they were talking about. I feel like this is a reference to the road. It might just be a shopping cart full of stuff. There was another player nearby that they're also dropping flares, which makes it a little bit easier. I don't know how that dude in the shack's gonna see those flares. It's a little spooky. I'm a little close to that. Oh, he exploded. Okay. Ow. If if it's not a two-shot, I always go with explosive weapons. I build all of my, or a majority of my bases inside buses, so that's one thing I'm keeping an eye out for, is a bus that hasn't been adulterated by the wasteland just yet. I got this explosive minigun for doing the eviction notice with the super mutants. It seems to be a relatively common drop for that mission. It's a lot of fun. A little difficult to see what you're shooting though. I might be getting old, but anytime I see light passing through trees, I get excited in video games. Ooh. That's probably not one of his friends, but I'll take his hat. Yeah, it's hopping and off. Really? We started today with 46. If I hit 50, I don't have my party streamer. The dollar store in town didn't have them. I'm gonna have to just get like a McDonald's straw and some paper. Yeah, it's super exciting. Yeah. A little bit of Foundations of Revenge. Oh, that's... Get the right buttons here. I did not want to attack that right there, but okay. Just in the nick of time, and it disappeared. Some good old-fashioned Fallout right there. Hey, still can loot it with the search of nearby corpses. Almost there.
Yeah.
And I missed almost all of them. Whoa! They got the sonic attacks. I haven't seen that since New Vegas. I guess it wasn't poor. I think this calls for the rocket launcher. Oh, and this is also a two-shot rocket launcher. So when you cheese it, You actually hit them with 4 rockets, which just shows how terrifying these are. And I keep pressing the wrong button. That's not good. That's my purse. I don't know you. Okay, we're still alive. I probably shouldn't have provoked him. I've been making railroad spikes and then using the ammo converter to change those into points so I can fund my grenade launcher and rocket launcher. I put a ridiculous amount of my cards towards explosives. That's why I'm kind of bad with all the other guns. Mostly because I'm not good with aiming too well, so area of effect is my friend. I love this grenade launcher. Dun dun dun. I'm gonna get struck by lightning. What's the purple? There we go.
What do you have, beast?
Is there more of them nearby, or is that a corpse talking? Might as well check out the APC while we're here. Yeah, it's somebody's camp. Might as well. Might get rid of that. Creepy that they keep talking. Like, how is he still talking? Talking giblets. And there's one of my bases built near Summersville. Ow. Jetpack for the win. Okay. They really like breaking my limbs. Ah. Yeah, I'ma die. I should have brought my power armor. There we go. Ah. My limbs. Got him.
Calling mysterious stranger. Hello?
Hey, you brought me
Anyone
into
there
a
yet?
trap, lady.
Maybe I gave bad directions. Hello? Anybody?
Alright, our calm is downstairs. There we go.
Ah, a voice! Oh, yes. I remember that voice. You're here! So, here's the situation. You need to get into the vault. I need to get out. This door isn't intended for easy access, so it'll require joint authorization from both sides to open. I'm on this side and authorized. You're on that side and not authorized. But no worries. I've got a plan. All of the Lost were once members of the Vault and should have authorization. You just need to get a hold of a hand and scan it. Easy peasy.
There's not a lot of hands left over.
That's right. Just a bit of post-mortem amputation and we'll be set. Just scan the hand once you've got it. I'll be on standby. Promise. Time's a ticking. Chop chop! Ooh, Ooh.
You'd think I
sorry.
wouldn't recognize a ghoul hand.
Anyway, I gotta run, but I'll be back. Scan a hand. Bye.
There are bodies. There's bodies. Hey, a lost hand. Might as well. Gotta stay full. I took the whole lot. Should have been more than just the hand. You're telling me Vault 63 is that big? That's huge.
Oh, good, you're here, and you're not lost, I assume. If you are, say so, because that would be a major breakthrough. Ghoul? Isn't that, I don't know, a bit childish? Sure, I'm a ghoul, and you're not lost. Glad we got that straightened out. Ah, good. Well, bit of a downer, actually. Got my hopes up for
I
a second,
completely
but
misunderstood
digress.
that. I thought it was quite literally I was
I'm
lost
Hilda,
and I
Hilda's
just
Vault.
managed to get
Hi.
here, not
I'm
the new
heading
enemy
for
type.
Which is exactly where I'm about to run off to. But don't worry, my Uncle Hugo is very eager to meet you. Just down the hall, in the Overseer's office, as he is the Overseer. Oh, and I've disabled the two-step lock, so coming and going should be easier now. Anyway, like I said, Uncle Hugo, down the hall. Toodaloo!
I hope I don't have to fight underground too much, because explosives and hallways don't mix very well. Hey, there we go.
You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was
Willkommen. Bitte komm rein.
you know.
My niece told me to expect you. And do not mind my appearance. I can assure you I mean no harm. Can the same be said of you, though, outsider? Do you intend to harm us? My niece can be a bit forceful when she finds a carrot to chase. You have my
Does
word.
feel like a trap, though.
You haven't chased your carrot into a trap. Where are my manners? I did not mean to be so standoffish. You're a most welcome guest here. I cannot be too careful. It has been a long time since we've spoken with anyone from the surface. Ah, fascinating. Is that the faint clicking of a Pip-Boy I hear? How grand. A colleague from another paradise below the ground. Vault 76, I take it? What a pleasant surprise. Oh, don't be silly. You certainly aren't from any of the others nearby. There's no need to be coy.
Could be 96.
I think we can
Never
both gather
know.
why I'd come to such a conclusion. Wunderbar. Kismet even. We are having fun now, aren't we? Listen, my new friend. Regardless of what pretenses my dear niece may have brought you here with,
But he has trouble
I believe
sleeping
I
with
can
glowing
repay you
eyes.
for your
It's
efforts.
just always bright.
No catch. Just opportunity. As you may have ventured to guess on your trip here, our beloved Shenandoah has seen better days. Less stormy days. I'm in the midst of trying to get this under control, but our vault is still in a bit of a state of shock. If you'd be willing to engage in a bit of freelance work, I'm sure I can provide plenty of payment in kind.
Screw it. I miss how it was before. Been a long time since we had a good community gathering around here.
As they say, lies have short legs, no? Rest assured, you'll see this is quite the legitimate operation we have here.
We felt the whole vault shaking a while.
Perhaps I should introduce myself to assuage any hesitation you have. I am Hugo Stolz, overseer of Vault 63, yes, but also a principled man of business from the world of yore. Founder and CEO of Stolz Enterprises, respected member of Vault-Tech's board of directors, and overall international man of mystery.
Skeptical.
Allow me to formally welcome you to Vault 63 as our, let's say, outside consultant. Yes, that'll do perfectly. Oh, please. Hugo is just fine. Now, I'm sure you have many questions. I would expect no less, but I promise your first task will help you answer much. Speak with our Chief of Security, James T. Oberlin, and fetch me his latest situation report. I'd like to have him vet you a bit before we proceed any further. I'm sure he'd be happy to answer questions for you about our current predicament while you're at it. You'll do splendidly, I'm sure.
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little. Even with the stockpile from the supply runs. You know, before the storms.
Is everyone a ghoul here?
What brings you back in here?
Brings me back. That's the first time I've seen you, man.
I wonder how that happened. There was a landslide around the mansion? I wonder how that happened.
I just love looting.
How's it going out there? Windy? Airish? Been a long time since we had a good community gathering around here. How's it going out there? Windy? Airish?
Well, that voice line got old pretty quick.
Been expecting you. James T. Oberlin, Chief of Security, Vault 63. Formerly United States Army. Ordinarily, an outsider would report directly to the security offices. But as you've seen, Mr. Stoltz isn't fond of ordinary. How exactly did you end up on our doorstep, outsider? I'm asking the questions, outsider. We can address your queries once I've completed my interview. Now again, how did you end up here? And you were able to dispose of them. Interesting. Must mean you have some combat training. That could be helpful. Well, considering I'm entirely lacking any sort of credentials or background on you, perhaps you can fill me in on your history.
Been a long time since we had a good community gathering around here.
Bootlicker.
You do seem fit to fight, at least. But that's not really an answer to my question. I won't fault you for a lie by omission, though. You seem eager and able enough. I've already been made aware that you're a dweller from Vault 76. Mr. Stoltz buzzed me ahead of your arrival and filled me in on the situation.
The time it took me to walk
Sorry
here?
for the test, but wanted to see how you'd present yourself. I appreciate your attempt to take this seriously, but I won't say I don't have my doubts. Let's see how this plays out, though. Here's my status report for Mr. Stoltz. You're dismissed, unless you have other questions.
Yeah, why is everyone ghouls?
Fine. It's only fair that you're briefed on our situation.
What if we go back to the surface?
63's construction had fallen behind due to its lofty and ambitious size. This left our population exposed to extreme levels of radioactive fallout after the bombs fell. Those of us that survived the exposure ended up like this. But working with us so-called ghouls won't be a problem, will it?
Hey, I helped liberate Gob. Gob's a cool dude.
Understood. Anything else? Our facility houses a large-scale weather control device. Some decades ago, an accident rendered it inoperable. However, a recent event has led to its reactivation. With that, we have the storm, along with other unexpected outcomes. One of our top priorities is bringing it back under our control. I'm afraid that's outside your clearance level. Classified. Our former friends, family, neighbors. An accident some decade back led to their creation.
Their
Their condition is irreversible. Beyond that, I'll leave it to Mr. Stoltz's discretion on further details. Just know, they will kill you on sight without mercy. Communication is impossible. Do not hesitate to strike first. That is correct to a degree. Mr. Stoltz had been afflicted during the same accident that created the Lost. However, he retains his sanity and his ability to communicate. Well, retain sanity is perhaps a bit. Actually, I apologize. This isn't water cooler gossip. I believe I've answered your question. Mr. Stoltz can explain the rest. That's fine. What is it? Good.
What if we go back to the surface? Nobody wants to know us because of our, condition.
Ah. It didn't say steal. Right, yeah.
What are you planning, Stoltz?
Woo! I will take those.
Is there a reason you're loitering in my office?
It's not petty theft, I promise.
Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got a system, and it works, damn it.
Somebody took his fruit cup.
What are you planning, Stoltz?
Was that key open?
Hopefully Daniel will report in soon. What are you planning, Stoltz?
So it's like the rage infection.
What are you
28 days
planning,
later.
Stoltz?
That's what it seems like. Ah.
What if we go back to the surface? Nobody wants to know us because of our... You reckon that storm is gonna get worse? Better.
Probably, y'all created it.
Been a long time since we had a good community.
The Brotherhood would have a field day with this place.
Ah, you've returned. I've just been thinking on some things. Yes, that. Don't worry about that now. I have a question for you. Tell me, are we our brains? Yes, precisely. But is that not just scratching the surface? Consciousness, perception, encoding and the formation of memories. to take the observable world and sculpt from it a translation of ourselves, of others. And in the eyes of others, how many versions of us exist?
You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault.
I feel like that's insensitive to use lost to me.
The old vault sure was something. You know,
Ooh,
of
buy them
course.
plans.
We've only just met. I apologize. You have the spirit of an old friend about you. I've forgotten there's much new ground to tread between us. I may have failed to mention this before, but I am or was blind. Born that way. After the incident that left me in this state, I became able to truly see.
See, that's how he sleeps
Well,
with those
perhaps
bright
it's more
eyes.
accurate to say, I feel the world. Pulses of electricity, waves bending and refracting, gentle hums of life vibrating shapes into being. This world I see, I share it with the lost. I live as they do, yet I remain myself. Perhaps more myself than I was before. But others were lost to it, and to us. Friends, colleagues, loved ones. When they witness this world, they're minded, well, I suppose I cannot explain what their mind perceives, just as one could never explain sight to me before. We have been trying to learn why this connection was permanently severed between us.
no reason to think.
Desperately so.
What's with all the paperwork on his desk if you can only see with his electricity?
A scientist, are you?
Just the perk cards
Just
I have
like
selected.
my Audrey and little Hilda. We are unsure of why, but we suspect that my condition may have mutated differently than others. Perhaps it was my proximity to... Oh, never mind, B. This sort of talk is dreadfully boring. All of this is to say we need your help, my friend. There are many problems at our feet, and you are uniquely equipped to help us.
It's that two-shot grenade launcher.
Do not sell yourself short. You are clearly skilled in combat, seasoned by the world above, and knowledgeable on vaults. You're going to face a variety of challenges in future tasks, but I'm confident we've found the person for the job.
Condition. These jumpsuits don't make
Thank you.
for expression.
That truly means the world to me. Let's discuss next steps. There's 2 sets of investigations I'd have you undertake. Your new friend Oberlin can fill you in on one, and I'd be happy to walk you through the other. Take a moment to relax and process. Speak with either of us when you're ready to hear the details. And once again, I cannot contain my excitement in having you on board. Willkommen im Team, mein Freund.
I'm overweight
What?
now.
Never seen a blind man.
Security said it was nothing to worry about, though. The new animals up there. Any of them good for eating?
There we go.
You reckon that storm's gonna get worse or better? I'm tired. Hey there. All the red tape and security checks. Just
Maybe I
to
can
get
dig
it
up some
right.
information on the rest of Appalachia. Make it quick. Your assignment does not require knowledge of the vault beyond the immediate area. You will find adequate signage for familiarizing yourself with the premises. Perhaps later, if you prove capable, we can talk in more detail. If I had time for idle gossip, I wouldn't be seeking your assistance in the first place. You'll have to speak to someone else. I will indeed continue to
Be
be
that
this
way.
way. Thank you. I've been spread thin dealing with surface-side security concerns. My more menial tasks have started to slip through the cracks, however. I can tell you're equipped to handle much worse.
What's that
Tackling some
egg?
issues from my backlog would be of great service to me, at least as a start. There are 3 in particular who often bring up issues to me. You can start there. There are 3 residents that have been complaining about a myriad of concerns. Margaret, Lawrence, and Julio. Your best bet is to track them down. They're likely lounging about waiting for someone else to handle the hard work. They should have more than enough to keep you busy for the time being. Report back when it's been handled. In the meantime, I have other matters I need to attend to, so please, if you'd excuse me.
Taking those. Oh, I forgot I was already overweight. Well, a little bit of alcohol can't fix.
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about. Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got a system, and it's research and science.
Yeah, people who eavesdrop.
Ooh, a stranger. We haven't seen anyone from outside in a while. What brings you here?
We got a system and it works, damn it.
What's a ghoul?
Is that what they're calling our condition outside? Those bastards.
That means this is a widespread condition and not unique to us.
I suppose we do look ghoulish.
Ah, the one from outside. How's the storm?
Smooth skin? That's an interesting way of putting it.
Ooh, I like that. Those smooth-skinned bastards.
If we make contact with the outside again, it wouldn't hurt to use their terminology.
Thanks for the intel.
I probably should
Is there
be
anything else?
telling them hate speech from the surface.
That we've spent far too long cooped up here. I can't wait to get back to work.
Supplies are
You said it, sister.
Is there anything else?
stockpile from the supply runs.
Chief Oberlin's finally getting around to dealing with this, huh? And sending in a stranger to boot. He must have it tough. Yeah, there's a few things we've brought up before. Most of it in the lower levels. Things like strange noises coming from the generator room. People are scared to go check it out in case one of the Lost are in there.
Oh, also, we have a huge rat problem in the storage room, as in, huge rats. Last time I was on a food run, something jumped right past me and snatched it. Damn near took my arm with it, too.
And, someone should probably take care of Alfie.
Yeah. Alfie was one of us, but his condition got worse until he got us to lock him in his room. He's probably lost his mind by now, but no one could bring themselves to do what needs to be done. You didn't know him, though. If there's anything you could do for him, we'd appreciate it. We're just guessing, to be honest. Hard to tell why the Lost do anything they do.
We've been hearing whispers and pops like static electricity, which is pretty much exactly what the Lost sound like. We also know what happens when you get too close. They'd kill us as soon as you'd squash a bug.
That's if they don't turn us into one of them first. There's too few of us left now to take a risk like that, but, you look very capable.
Is there anything else? Alfie was a good guy. Had a tendency to overdo things, though.
Remember when he skipped work because he wanted to find out if we could still get hangovers after the change?
Yeah, I remember that. I had to take over his shift the next day, that bastard.
His
But drugs
apartment
don't
is in
affect
the
him
lower
nearly as
levels.
much like
The
Hancock.
key is still down there. Somewhere. Is there anything else? Rad rats? We'll need to make a note of all these new terms outsiders use.
Since the earthquake, we've been experiencing more and more of the wasteland's wonders. And we're not exterminators, much less seasoned fighters. That's why we put in a security request to deal with it.
They've been left like that for so long. They've probably multiplied by now.
Is there anything else? You can get to the lower levels from the elevators just over there. There's also a stairwell down just across the atrium that leads directly to the storage room. Good luck, and thank you.
Good luck down there, and, welcome to Vault 63.
Don't
need
you just
something?
hate rude people listening in on private conversations?
You were just talking to me,
How
lady.
about some space, buddy? You're, standing a little close there.
I feel like I'm pretty far away.
What if we go back to the surface?
They didn't expect me to look through the crack. I mean, when in Rome. I wish I had the pre-war books in Fallout 3 and 76. I feel like that's something the Brotherhood would be after all the time. I have an insatiable need to pick up everything. Not the direction I thought I was going. Just saying. Yeah. On the wrong spot again. That's super safe to do next to a nuclear reactor. Sparky. Had to. Where'd all this dirt come from? Didn't come out of the ceiling. I mean, it might have over there. Hey. Oh, he's working. The whole being on the other side of the world. So just us here in the cave today. There's a new map update. The Skyline Valley. I guess it's not really a new map, it's a map expansion. Yeah. It's this whole area here. Spent the last couple. Oh, somebody's already got a base going. But essentially, yep, from here down.
Huh? What did you say?
Yeah, people who eavesdrop are the worst.
Welcome back. How are things going? We're sorry that you had to be the one to deal with all of that.
Yeah, it's good to know there are still people outside, especially people who are capable.
Thanks. We couldn't have done it ourselves. Is there anything we can do for you?
Got any bottle caps?
Well, we're not really ones to gossip.
There's a
Not
big
without
old storm in the
sacrifice.
sky.
But you're alright.
Maybe we can share a few details.
That's kind of caused by
I
these
don't
guys.
see why not. What did you want to know? Strict but fair. He runs a tight ship. As long as you hit your deadlines and don't cause problems, he's actually pretty pleasant.
But you don't want to find yourself on his bad side. I heard he was a pretty ruthless businessman before his overseer days. I doubt he's actually changed all that much. Just don't mention his, condition. It's kind of a sensitive subject.
You have to be in the business world, especially in wartime. He's always been pretty respectful during the rounds and inspections, especially when Cassidy was around. Say what you will about the man, it's clear he would do anything for his wife. He was head over heels.
She did keep him level-headed. She just up and disappeared one day. I hope she's doing well wherever she is.
Is there anything else? He's friendly, but can be dismissive. He does his best to keep things safe and orderly, but we can see he kind of resents it. Especially having to work for Overseer Stoltz. We just haven't figured out why, other than being overworked. The Overseer seems to be keeping him extra busy lately, particularly after everything that's been going on.
He's always been friendly. Heck, even used to be fun. Would always be up to party after work. Now though, huge stick in the mud. Can't say I blame the guy, but last few years he's been more, what's the word?
Boring.
Cold. Bottled up. Like a shaken Nuka-Cola ready to burst.
After seeing the Cappy video, where the bottle actually does burst, not an image you want in your mind.
Well, it used to be a lot busier. We'd take the rail line to work in the different wings each day. Then there was the accident, which, honestly, we still don't know much about. After that, most folks we knew became what we call the Lost. And the Overseer became, well... Oh, and then there was the earthquakes recently. That destroyed any way of easily reaching the other wings, even if we wanted to fight them back from the Lost.
It's not all bad. We got food, shelter, safety, and space. It'll sure be nice to be able to get back to work, but just think of it as an extended vacation.
I'm more worried about how much work we'll have to catch up on when things get back to normal. If they ever get back to normal.
What are you guys working on?
We tried to keep working here in the atrium, even outside the vault, but in the end we just stopped. Been locked in here a while now, and looks like nothing's changing until that storm outside passes. Is there anything else?
The new animals up there.
Yeah. We'll spread the word that you are somewhat trustworthy. Thanks again for all the help. You're all right, outsider.
What's up? You reckon that storm is gonna get worse or better? It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little.
As if things weren't bad enough. Now I have to keep an eye. You're back. I hope you have good news for me. Well, color me surprised. Good work. With that out of the way, I'll be able to focus on the more important matters, like dealing with the chaos going on outside of this vault. I don't suppose that those three had anything interesting to say while you were helping them?
Hey, no snitch.
Looks like I may have to check in with our custodian Johnny later. He usually hears a thing or two. Though I'd much rather people come to me than having to resort to gossip mills.
Dude, I asked you.
Still, it
you
can
wouldn't
be
tell
hard for
me
people to
anything.
know who to trust. But enough about that. Now that you've helped me out, is there anything I can help you with? First, your reward. I'll arrange for something from our armory. I'm sure you'll find a good use for it in the future.
Hey, 300 caps.
Now that you've proven yourself useful, I have a sensitive situation that could use some in-person problem solving. The emergency alert in the organic sector has been triggered, something that requires proper authorization to do. As I understand it, the lab's head researcher Hilda Stoltz headed there not too long ago. I believe you're acquainted. It would appear she's gotten herself into danger. It's unlikely she'd seek outside meddling if it wasn't something serious. Undetermined.
So where's that weapon?
Hilda is the only one left who could have triggered the emergency signal. So we know she was there and alive not long ago. As you'll see, her research was unconventional and involved studies of the lost. If something happened there, it's likely dangerous. Get to the lab, assess the situation, and ensure Hilda returns here safely. If she's unwilling to return, convince her otherwise. She, and Mr. Stoltz for that matter, may believe her research takes priority over her safety. With our current numbers, that isn't a risk worth taking. With the tram tunnels collapsed, you should still be able to access organics from a cave nearby, used as a sort of ventilation system. If Hilda was able to make it there, I imagine you won't have too much trouble. But I'll provide a security key, just in case. Be prepared for the worst. I look forward to your return.
Ta-da!
I miss research, and science, and discoveries, and news. I miss how it was before. To know us because of our, you know, condition.
Mitochondria?
Wow, your skin isn't split at all.
Who cares what they're up to as long as things finally start getting fixed around here?
You're a bit of a legend around these parts now.
I did three things for you.
It's a shame we don't have the workforce to switch this place up a little.
Oh, perfectly preserved pie.
There was a landslide around the mansion. I wonder how that happened. We felt the whole vault shaking a while back.
I've only gone
Security
one.
said it was nothing to worry about. You reckon that
Between
storm
Fallout
is gonna
4
get
and
worse or
76. I got it like 2 weeks ago.
better? I'm tired of all the red tape and security checks just to get a breath of barely fresh air. There was a landslide around the mansion? I wonder how that happened. What did you say? What if we go back to the surface? And nobody wants to know us because of you should have arrived a few years back.
So, shall we begin?
Sure was something.
There are some tasks that I'm unequipped to handle myself, and I need your assistance.
The new animals up there. Any of them good for eating?
Excellent. As you've hopefully been made aware by now, the source of the weather phenomenon outside is a device that is under our control. Or rather, the lack thereof. Control, that is. In order to solve this error, we'll need to acquire the weather machine's blueprints. They are in the wall safe just over there. I've been known to be a bit creative with resources in the past, but I am not that wasteful. The safe can only be opened with a key that my beloved wife Cassie has chosen to hide in a very secure location. So secure that only she knows where it is. This is problematic, as she has been unwell and unresponsive for quite some time. That said, she was a diligent note-keeper. I'm certain you could find out where she moved the key to if you were to search through her notes. You should find them all in our room upstairs. It is unlocked, so you should be able to just walk in. With my condition as it is, I'm unable to do this myself, and thus, my new friend, the task falls to you.
Okay.
You will? Oh, wie wunderbar. Best of luck.
I'm tired of all the red tape and security checks just to get a breath of barely fresh air.
Ha! My sight. Oh, he's the one that wrote it. Oh, they put I love you in German.
Up around here. We got a system and it works, damn it.
I'm all for fun, but maybe we should wait until more problems get solved before we party.
I'm surprised there are still people out there.
I don't think he needs a hairbrush anymore. It does kind of have a Metro vibe. A locked duffel bag? Nice.
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back.
At least we know where the journal is.
Nothing to worry about, though.
I mean, there were other vaults than ours. Are you really that surprised?
These jumpsuits don't leave much room for expression. I'm tired of all the red tape and security checks just to get a breath of barely fresh air.
Garden section.
We should probably start planning Alfie's funeral.
Been a long time since we had a good community gathering around here.
Haven't seen her. Are you sure she's not just hanging out with Oberlin again?
About his concealed area?
don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little.
There's a little cave back there, isn't there?
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about, though.
You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something. You know, before
This is a terrible card. Yeah. They were very literal about that. Telling me she's been in here the entire time.
What the hell are you doing in here? Get your filthy hands off her! What's that?
Oh. I understand. I apologize. Truly. I'm just very protective of her, you know? She is my other half, and life is just not complete without her. Of course she has the key herself. I should have known. Apologies for the confusion. I often forget just how unusual my situation has become. I was born blind, and lived that way even after becoming a ghoul, as you put it. However, as I've mentioned, an accident at this facility altered me, not unlike the lost that wander the surface. I see the world in pulses, wavelengths, a universe of violent synaptic connections, carving out and outlining every object and
Yeah, that
person.
kind of got me.
Navigation is trivial for me now. I was able to spot you in these sacred grounds even from my office. To the lost, I imagine this vision is a curse, a terrifying cataractous cloud that distorts their world. To me, it is a new life. Needless to say, I don't find myself bumping into things while getting around the vault anymore. Nothing. She's perfect. Always has been. Always will be. The same incident that has put me into my condition. Well, it
They
made
really
her
put the German couple in striped pajamas. That seems a little
She'd be
little
right
off.
in no time. All the more reason for you to get a move on with those weather machine blueprints. No? Is that what I've said? I suppose I revealed too much with too little context. Forgive me. Now isn't the time to discuss such things, not before you have a better grasp of what we are contending against here. Yes, very well. If you would excuse me, I would like a moment with my wife. Come find me when you have the blueprints.
Ah, she's alive? It's down here. I'll take that. It's not very well hidden. It's more lit up than the actual garden room.
Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got a system and it works, damn it.
These jumpsuits don't leave much room for expression. Supplies are starting to dwindle a little. Even with the stockpile from the supply runs.
Clean up some of those old rooms and start making use of them again.
Or just hear me out. We'll sit on that red couch and yell at anyone who comes near.
Even with the stockpile from the supply runs. You know, before the storm.
You reckon that storm's gonna get worse? Better?
Just to get a breath of barely fresh air.
The new animals up there. Any of them good for eating?
Vault 63 has lasted this long. No reason to think it won't keep lasting.
I believe you have something for me.
No reason to think it won't keep lasting.
Did I ask you to snoop around in our personal affairs? That was and is none of your business. Forget the petty gossip and focus on the task at hand.
But I'm here
Am I
for the
making
petty
myself clear
gossip.
to you? Now, the blueprints. Have you found them yet? Well, they're no good to me. I can't read them. Go deliver them to my daughter, Audrey. She's the one who's leading the effort to repair the weather machine. Oh, and before I forget, our conversation earlier, in Cassie's room. Water under the bridge, yes? I do hope we can keep that just between us. I'd hate for rumors to flutter about.
Seeing someone do so much good around here, it's refreshing.
I'm happy to hear it. Oh, and before you go off to Audrey, I would like you to indulge me in another thought exercise I've been meditating on. If you were to repair a ship by replacing it plank
The ship of Theseus?
piece by piece, so much
I think I don't know about
no
the ship
single
of
piece
Theseus.
wood from the original vessel remained. Would you have a new ship? Or would it still be the original, only improved?
It's a new ship.
Right you are, my friend. Both in the origins of the question and its complexity. Let's say for this example that we can agree that eventually it is a new ship.
Yeah,
Because
100%.
I think the more interesting question is, at what point does it become so? After half of the planks? After the final part is replaced?
I miss how it was
Perhaps
before.
the rudder? Or mast? If we were to change piece by piece, at what point do we become
every 7
something
years,
entirely new?
your
Huh?
body completely
One moment.
replicates
Let's
itself.
perhaps
There ain't a
hold on,
single
Lance.
cell in your body that's
I'd
the
rather
same
that
as it
linger
was 7 years ago. They have their
And
own
you have
life
important
cycles.
business to attend to. Now,
See, you're a new person every 7 years.
She's buried in her
It's
books in the
terrifying.
meteorology sector. I hope you have some good hiking boots. It's quite the trek. Safe travels.
Discoveries and news.
He's creepy. I don't trust him.
Seeing
He
someone
yelled
do
at me.
so much good around here. How's it going out there? Windy?
These jumpsuits don't leave much room for expression.
The layout of this place is a little
Hey there.
confusing.
That storm is gonna get worse or better. We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about, though.
I feel like it's just gonna yell at me again. It's gonna do that one back to back. It's no fun. If you get a gas mask underwater, you're gonna be choking even when you come out of the water. Ooh, it's dark now. I feel like they reused something from Doom 2016 for that sky effect. Oh!
It hurts me so much. Why do they hate us?
Should probably save the girl first. Rank 1. Did I make any lead? Yes, I did. Nice. Okay. Purple smoke hurts. One cool thing with the double shot, when you use it in bats, both rounds line up with each other. So it's a more guaranteed hit. Oh, I don't have the right weapon out. Ow. Oh, hey, fireflies. Last time I fought those, they almost killed me. There we go. That guy's been dead for a minute. I messed up my double shot. Oh, also, my Fat Man is also a two-shot launcher. Overweight am I? I guess I'll use one of those. Oh, that's... Yo, boy. Oh, Lord. Ah. Uh-oh. My controller. I'm in danger. Just unplugged my remote. Come on. Don't let me die like this. There we go. Venomoose. Sorry, Venomoose. That can get expensive. And I'm overweight again. What are those? Uh-oh. The left trigger wasn't working. I don't like scorpions. Yeah. Ow. Probably should just sell that stuff. Come on. Oh, Christ, Wendigo. Okay, take that back. I like scorpions. I don't like the Wendigos. I'm so close. want the outfit that's there. Who's lighting candles in there? Does not seem safe. Just making me nervous. I took that screenshot because she asked to have her photo taken. I mean, might as well. Something moved behind that window. Oh, hello. She was lighting a cigarette. Like, they seem savable. I feel bad for killing them. Whoops. Just killed myself. Explosives and indoors don't mix too well. Oh, I still got them. We made it. Before I talk to you, lady, I got to scrap my stuff. Totally not the belongings of your dead friends. Promise. These are my belongings now.
Oh, hello again. Didn't expect to see you here. Perfect! Well, almost perfect. I can't leave yet. Not until I've finished running the tests. I've been researching a method of reverting the Lost back to their original condition. Or at least, regain the ability to communicate with us. Uncle Hugo agrees with me too. This is top priority stuff, so, would you help me out? Please? Pretty please? You will? Great! First, you should head to the greenhouse in the chemistry wing. Once you're there, look for Henry. Oh, Henry is one of the plants. He's from the Papaveraceae family. Some subfamilies, when properly processed, can be used as painkillers and muscle relaxants. I'll be tracking your progress, and I'll give you a ring over the intercom with the next steps. Good luck!
A buzzer. They can rest in my cleansing fire.
I know my eyes work. Why can't I see? Forget it!
Especially if we can be saving them later. The fact that I'm just running. Hey, stash box. It's completely full. That's new. Stack weight and weight and stashed. So it weighs a lot less in my inventory. Nice. How did I know?
Looks like you found Henry. Good. Now we just need to mix Serum Alpha. Head to the pharmaceutical lab. It should be through the door on your left after leaving the greenhouse. Once you've made the serum, we'll have to test it. I'd managed to sedate a couple of the lost earlier. There should be one taking a nap in the clinical trial room. It's just past the observation room, through the door to the left of the mixer station. You'll have to dose them with the serum. Hopefully they won't be too mad when you wake them up.
Means all the ones I've killed didn't need to die. If this works.
They're here! Faded into nothing. Again.
That's a full-blown feral. There's no saving that one. Yep. Oh, he's sparky. He's real sparky. That's not good. Piece of candy. This thing's gonna break rather soon.
way back into the caverns outside. The entrance you need is in a pipe in the greenhouse. Look for some of the fungi growing in the cave. The ones that survived in there should be hardy enough. I may be able to extract an effective stabilizer from the juvenile mycelium spores in the mushroom's gills. Oh, and those caves were used to vent dangerous gases from the lab. You may encounter some mutated critters or side effects. Good luck! Come find me when you get some samples, and I'll extract what I need and mix the next doses.
I'm right here. I'm not showing up as well. I wonder if one of my lights aren't working or something. The cave key. I've been going for a minute. I have a gas mask on. This shouldn't. Ah. Seriously?
No, must.
I'll have to check that out. Ah, yeah, schizophrenia simulator. I was wondering why I sounded familiar. I'll have to play a little bit of it. I don't do too well when it comes to this spooky stuff. I have to give it a try. Gotta keep everything fresh. Yeah, creepy stuff. You'll have to. I need to browse Game Pass. Since I've been playing Manor Lords, I haven't been on the new page. Mothman, we're supposed to be friends. Hey, somebody bought a beer. Getting a little sweaty. Ah! Not the Wendigos. I hate the Wendigos. See you in hell! That was an alien. Oh, I'm lost.
Where'd they go?
Haha. Okay, get me out of here. This is creepy. Ah. How long is the trippiness gonna continue?
Kill! Kill! Kill!
You're back. Did you find everything? 20 years of runoff gases from various chemicals, waste materials from the section's power source, as well as various spores and pollens from the plants that got vented into it. Give or take some years of materials. Oh, are you seeing some side effects from exposure? Your eyes do look a little funny. Tell me what you're experiencing. I'll take notes. Ooh, very astute observation. I will write that down verbatim. Not entirely unexpected given the past few decades of chemical exposure to that person. But hey, you're still breathing and standing too. Look at you, you're a regular lab rat in the making.
I have a gas mask on. This is terrifying.
Great! Hand them over and I'll make the new serum. You know, mixing formulas was always one of my favorite things to do here.
It's the hallucinations my dude's going through.
Be a bartender at one of those high-class joints. One time, I mixed a custom cocktail for one of Uncle Hugo's parties. People loved it. Maybe it went down a little too well. Folks might have gotten far more inebriated than expected. Still, only a smaller chance of mixed alcoholic drinks exploding than advanced chemical formulas. Okay, here's the first
Guys,
one.
I need a trip sitter. This is
Don't worry,
terrifying.
shouldn't explode. Head over
Yeah,
to the biology wing.
it's
There's a
the
lot
new
sedated
quest
in the
line.
surgery room.
It's just a bunch of random enemies. I saw some
Anyway, I'll unlock
aliens.
the door from the terminal.
They're not actually there. They hit you, but it doesn't do damage, and then they disappear. Yeah. I gotta go to the biology wing. Yeah, quite a few actually. There's the Lost, and then like giant turkeys, some modified ticks.
Nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
Let's get nuked. Was that a part of the hallucination? Because at this point, I don't know. If that was part of a hallucination, that's real dirty. All that does is make them really strong.
Serum Omega has the stabilizing agent from the mushrooms, the relaxants from Henry, and a stronger dosage than Serum Alpha.
I think the
Go to that
issues with
storage room. You should find
testing
one of
them
the
on
locks
ghouls.
with that hooked up to some machines.
Hey.
Place the serum in the slot in the machine. That should dispense the serum safely into the vat to be absorbed. Oh, this is our last chance today. Cross all your fingers and toes.
Make sense of it all. Figure out what this means. Here. Here. They're here. Too sneaky for us.
What other experiments are they doing at this vault? You got a dude's brain in a jar. There's more than one brain in a jar. Come on, let me pick up the brain. Let me put it in my pocket. It's a blue Nuka-Cola machine. What got nuked? Oh, there's a new event already?
Didn't lie. I didn't cry. I don't understand. I didn't lie.
That's it. That looks a little bit like a vat full of FEV. Ooh, that really just kills you. Oh, okay. That's not good. Hey. Nice. Okay, I'll stop looking at it. Nice. A lot of brains in jars, guys.
The trees breathe. The land breathes. The weed breathes.
Did it work? That looked like it worked. Good. That's good. Some of these readings are a little weird, but we did it. You better head back to the office. I'll tell you everything.
Yeah, it's disconcerting. These are evil people.
Welcome back. Let's talk. It's complicated. To understand, I need to tell you what the actual purpose of this facility was before the Lost. Those vats contain sleeping residents from our vault. Back when we faced our first crisis of the mind. Going feral. Before the Lost. Feralization was the only real threat to our happiness here. It was running rampant and we were desperate to fix it. My papa was one of the volunteers. He showed early signs of going feral and offered to go under. Be a test subject for cures. He was also that last patient you ran the experiment on.
Well, he was feral.
Short answer? Science. Long answer? Well, I can explain that, sort of, if you're ready to hear the rest of it, that is. I'm sure you've run into their like before. It's when our kind goes from just sounding gruff and radiated to snarling, teeth-gnashing monster. We don't know why it happens, who it can happen to, or if there's any way to cure it, but, well, that last part is what we're trying to figure out. Okay, let me try to explain. As you probably noticed, the once sedated patients have two key problems. They aren't really sedated much anymore, and they're still lost. So, I'll come clean. We're not here looking for a cure for the lost. Or at least, not here and not me. I'm here to test out new ways of sedating the patients here. Something stronger that can even put a lost under. But, before you get mad, we are looking for a cure. The royal we, just not me, not here. Sorry about that. That's classified, I think. But the way you handle yourself, I'm pretty sure it's just a matter of time before we rope you into the effort. You have to remember, these are our friends, family. If we can keep them sedated, they aren't a threat to us or themselves anymore. And if you want to be pragmatic, we need samples. Living, healthy samples. See? It's still science. Promise. Not really. We had some early breakthroughs, especially using the, never mind. Just science stuff. I can tell you it mattered, though. A lot. We all had someone going through it, and I mean all of us. I don't even have a joke. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, and before you think I just wasted your time on a personal project, I did manage to secure some tissue samples, too.
I left some tissue samples all over that background.
An integral step in fixing the lost. I mean it. But look, I'll head back to the vault soon after I finish up here. You can assure Oberlin that you've completed your rescue mission. Have a fun hike back. Bye now. You should head back now. Tell Oberlin not to worry about me.
I was told not to come back without you, lady. Can I fast travel out of here? Easy fast travel point. Oh.
Facility is now on high alert.
Once they give me the other stuff. No. Glad that what they added is actually going to take more than a single sit down to complete. I mean, there's probably people doing it all in one go. Do a little bit of gambling. Anything in here? No, yes. No, yes. Yes. More gambling. used to be 25. Cool. I might have to keep that. Yeah, all the prices went down. Somebody's behind me. $3.98. I never carry enough real weight. I make plenty of it. Try. Nope. I'll show y'all my bases here. Usually play until 10 o'clock. We'll go to the original Gary's Food Wagon. I'll show you what I mean by building bases and buses here. Hopefully there's a new bus on the map expansion. That'd be cool. I'd like to... Here's a screenshot of it. I guess y'all have kind of seen them. You got here faster than me. I just activated this place. Here's Gary's Food Wagon number 1.
How you doing? This camps dialectical materialism rating.
This is what got me hooked on building inside buses. I provide good food and cheap ammo. And I got the vendors inside of the bus as well. You can get some hot dogs, soy steak, potato stew, mute juice, beef berry. Because we're Gary's Food Wagon, we have the best food. That's where my slogan comes from. I like to keep them quiet, so my turrets are up there. You can still kind of hear them when you're at the base of the tower, but it is definitely quieter than it would be otherwise. Got a buzzer for when you walk in. Yasmin's always cooking for me. It's the order window.
Time to make a fresh pot of sweet potato
Got a
stew.
little computer in here. I messed up the connection. It's not working at the moment. You can go up into this, scrap your stuff, and put it away in the cigarette machine. This is one of my favorite parts, Gary's Food Wagon, population 2. And then my septic tank is my shelter. Because since it's a Fallout game, the secret is it's people. It's the best food people can be. I got a little shooting range. I didn't exactly know what to do with all the extra space in here. I used to keep it closed off. I just kept that door locked. And then had that door closed. Then had the curtains so people wouldn't go in there. Instead of just filling it with random nonsense. But since I've been playing more, it's kind of nice. I sell predominantly ammunition in my shop. Right now I'm a little slim on ammo. I haven't been making it lately. Then people have been buying it. At one point I had 57,000 rounds, sitting at 46,400, which is still pretty good. Keep all of my benches down here so they don't take up space. And I have access to them at all my bases. I just did one that I'm pretty excited for. I've been wanting to build one inside of a pylon for a while. I finally took the time to build that.
Liberty is a farce.
That's Gary's food wagon number 1.
I really should start my own garden.
We'll go to Gary's food wagon number 2. Which is this one. Bloop. This one's a little more accessible. There is 2 people inside of it at the back, but you can still kind of cheese your way into getting everything inside of it. Here's Gary's food wagon number 2. I needed more power generation. And I don't know if you noticed, but I stuck all the solar panels in the tree. Unless you're looking for them, they blend in pretty well. They don't silhouette. That's so I can run my water purifiers down there. Same setup. Try to make it look like a septic tank. I keep them pretty well similar. This one I figured out, Yasmin will try to walk down the stairs and she'll get stuck standing right in front of the order here window. And like if it was an actual food truck, you could actually grab your food from there. Same sign. I just took a photo of it and duplicated it. This one I did get a better edge on the windshield coverings. It is a little wonky, but it's not the wonkiest out of my buses. And almost identical setup. It's a little more difficult with the 2 people. And then I've got Yasmin cooking there.
Hello.
And you can stand in the order window.
Spreading the power of the pros.
There's a kind of cat hitting up in the tree. I mean, you kind of saw him, he's right there. Same deal, I'd put my turrets up there. You can still hear him at the base of it.
Almond milk and I'll be ready to go. Don't you dare tell anyone about my guilty pleasure.
But it's still pretty peaceful of a location. And Gary's food wagon number 3. No, that one's number 4. Number 3 is this one. This one's extra wonky and I kind of need to fix it. So here in the near future, I'm going to rebuild this one. I just having it because I want to put 2.5, 3 hours. Just so I can move a stove. I got that a very long time ago. I already traded it in. This one I like the location the most. I don't like the concrete divider though. This one's extra wonky. But I tried to make it look as nice as possible. I did add long pig. That's what they call butchered people. Same deal. Gary's food wagon. This one I don't have the floor in, but I do have an eating area. So this one's a little bit different. Still got the buzzer in this one. I grinded for 5 hours so I could get these so I could walk in this one, and then I had a floor mat phase through the ground and I could no longer put my stove in that corner. That's the whole reason I might rebuild it, because I don't like the stove right there, but it does make Yasmin stand near the window. Computer actually works in this one though. Got my little robot, my turrets up there, and then I have my solar panels over there, so when you're looking up they don't silhouette with the sky. Kind of blends into the trees. Not a lot of people look up, so it hides them pretty well. My favorite part of this location, other than the outdoor sitting area, is my road sign, the best food, Gary's food wagon number 3. I really wish they'd bring back the spawn location map so you could control where people fast travel spawn to, because I'd put it right there. And same deal, I keep that as my septic tank. And this is the most recent. See if I can activate it with someone. It's nearly identical. The inside is pretty close to that one. I guess more close to that one. And then this is the one I spent a whole stream doing. This one's on the channel. It is kind of split up between two of them. And this one here is the Vista Bar and Grill. I've been wanting to build one in one of these towers for quite some time now. And you have to line it up. So all of the angles to build that were based entirely off this one square. And by golly, I got it lined up. I got it lined up rather well. That's the only edge that doesn't quite fit, and it's less than a foot. And slightly different position. I've got my shelter in there. It's just easier access. And this is the Vista Bar and Grill. I wouldn't say it's 100% done. I'm not fully sold on it. But Yasmin still cooks there when she spawns in. This one doesn't get as much people visiting because it's not in the center of the map. My best location for trades has definitely been the original Gary's Food Wagon. Because a lot of the time people just see it. I get to see newer players at Gary's Food Wagon too more often, which I enjoy. I spent a stupid amount of time getting these railings to match up. They're not actually connected in the middle. It was just move it a ½ inch, try the medium length, the short and the long length ones until I got them to fit. This one isn't super clean. I don't know if I'm going to keep this here. I thought there was going to be blood eagles spawning right there, but they've never spawned in since I built the base. So I'm probably going to spend an hour to fix the railing. That one was as close as I could get it. But it's got a great view. I have a short of flying around this in the camera mode. Hey!
Imperialism. See through the lies, comrade.
But out of all the base locations I've had in this game, I think this one's been the prettiest for having an actual view, which is cool. Probably gonna move the robot. He is quite annoying at times. And then I have my solar panels stashed up here. I use the brown mats because it looked more like particle board or plywood when you're looking below. And I got my one soul turret defending the bridge here. And then one thing I've learned in my construction, instead of having to run wires through a doorway, if you use the conduit, the upside and then the one pointing down, it usually fades through most ceilings. That's how I have most of my buses wired up. So conduit down, conduit up. Then I have that one because it reminds me of an old farm light. It doesn't really light anything up, but see, they stick through just enough to be able to put a connector on it. And then I have that one going through there, so you don't have to see the wire on the outside, and try to make that as clean as I could. Oh, and benches and shelter. It's the home of crafting. A little ammo making station, TV. The heart of the operation. Making, using steel, converting them into railroad spikes, and then using that to convert the spikes into points. That's how I buy my explosive ammunition. That can get quite spendy. A lot of people sell the 40mm grenades for $10. It'd be 120 caps per magazine. I go through a lot. But this has been the newest base build. Out of all of them, that one's I'm gonna most likely rebuild. That one's kind of in a cool spot because there's a bunch of crash cars and some landmines you can get. But I have quite a few streams. This is number 43, I want to say. So if you ever want to check any of those out, they are on my page. I also play Hell Let Loose, which is a World War II first-person shooter game that's pretty heavily team-based. And I play Warframe on Wednesdays. I just recently picked up No Man's Sky, if that's something you want to see. That one's more just perusing around the galaxy, trying to find places to sell my chlorine and buy it back, crippling markets, which is always fun. Played that for 2 hours, and I found one location that you could actually buy your chlorine back, so that one was kind of a wash. What else we play on here? Oh, Saturdays I have been playing Manor Lords, which is another one where it's rather slow pace, but it is a whole lot of fun and is a very pretty game. And I've been starting that one at noon Pacific time. All of my streams start at 5 p.m. Pacific time, except for the Saturday one. I do try to make up a TV guide once a week, as long as nothing changes. It'll just be the old TV guide, but I do that in my community posts. I really do appreciate y'all coming in and watching me. It's the most I've ever had on a single stream before. Made me a little nervous. Never had that many people watching me before in the couple months I've been doing this, so I really do appreciate you guys coming in and watching me. It's been rather exciting. And this is the cave. It is a 4x4, totally not a grow tent I bought off of Amazon and filled with soundproofing foam. But I built it for less than $100. The main drawback is it gets rather warm back here. Sometimes like 97 degrees. J-Bro guessed it perfectly the other day. I've got an infrared little like temp gauge, and it was exactly 87. We're doing a little bit better today. It is only 85 degrees in here, so it gets a little toasty. But I appreciate y'all watching. Tomorrow is Friday, which will be Hell Let Loose. And every once in a while my buddy does play with me as well. So it's a lot of fun. Thank you guys for watching, and y'all have a good night now. Bye!